Welcome to episode 61 of the A Free Spirit Life podcast. Hello, everyone. Thanks so much for being here today. I am Shannon Kinney-Duh. Most of you know me as a holistic life coach, a yoga and meditation teacher, an intuitive human design specialist, podcaster, artist, and entrepreneur, and of course, a mom to 3 boys. And for the past 20 years, I've dedicated my professional life to empowering women as they take powerful steps towards living an authentic, creative, and courageous life. I'm doing something, you guys, and I'm really putting myself out in a way that I haven't before. It's bringing up a lot of vulnerability. It's making me feel a little uncomfortable. It's definitely out of my comfort zone. And in today's episode, I'm going to just share briefly what that is. I'm also going to talk to you a little bit about your inner GPS and why it's so important and how to access it in life. We need awakened women in this life right now. The entire world, the energy of the entire world is shifting. You see it. You see different systems really rocky right now, rebuilding, the education system, the financial institutions, the medical systems, insurance, whatever it is. The environment, how things are so out of whack in our environment. Things have got to change. And the way that women continue to be the target of control and the past, and when things get rocky, you can see how things start to turn on how can we control the people, right? How can we get and gain more control? But we're all starting to awaken and see that we don't want to live the way everyone's telling us to live. We want to be our most authentic self in this lifetime, and we need to be in tune and connected with our inner GPS to get there. So we'll talk about that today as well. So what am I doing? You guys, I am doing something that I can't even stop. I have this how sometimes you feel like you're kind of being guided by the universe, right? And you're riding a wave. Have you ever felt that before where you're just like, I don't know where this is taking me, but I'm just going to go with it. I feel like I am being pushed by this wave of energy and I can't control it. So I am trusting. I am surrendering. I'm trying to let go of expectations, and I am taking the next scary step every day, trying to do something that puts me out of my comfort zone. For me right now, that is launching my Wildflower tour and product launch. I am hitting the road, making some magic, and taking you all with me. This spring and summer, I am going to be visiting beekeepers, organic flower farmers, butterfly gardens, and majestic places in nature to hike, to paint, to connect, to explore, to research, and to create these motivational, inspiring products that I have been wanting to make for years. During this time of my Wildflower tour and product launch, I will be making your True Nature affirmation deck. This deck includes 33 original painted cards with positive messages, quotes, and journal prompts. I'll also be making prints and individual motivational cards from my original artwork and quotes, and blank and guided journals with my most inspiring, impactful coaching tips, mindfulness practices, and inspiration. These journals will be taking you, my beautiful readers, and listeners, on their own creative adventures of self-discovery so that they can reconnect to their courage, their inner wisdom, and learn how to bring their dreams out into the world. If you want to learn more about my Wildflower tour, you can go to my website, afreespiritlife.com. Click on Wildflower tour to learn more. Now, you can become a sponsor, and not like a monthly sponsor, but actually just a one-time supporter. And if you support the Wildflower Tour, you are going to be helping me with hiring my graphic and web designers, my marketing and sales strategy. You'll be helping me produce the first round of inventory for the affirmation decks, journals, and prints. You'll be helping me with some of the Wildflower Tour costs and more. As a supporter, your reward, you will get behind the scene access of all of my video content, my posts, my footage, my visits to nature, and I'll be teaching you what I learn about the bees, the butterflies, and the flowers along the way. I'm also going to show you my painting process from idea to final product. You'll also receive one digital download of an affirmation card. And of course, I'm going to be sprinkling other little gifts throughout my time of launching these products just to my supporters. You will be helping not only me as a small women business owner, but you're going to be giving back to a good cause, because all of the products that I make, a portion of my product sales will be going back to help our pollinators. So we will be inspiring, motivating, and empowering people to return to their true nature while we help bring them and their authentic gifts and dreams into the world, and we'll be giving back to nature and helping our environment. So if you want to help the bees, the butterflies, and spread the awareness about ways that we can all live in better rhythm with nature and with our true nature, check out my website, afreespiritlife.com, and support my Wildflower Tour. I'm so grateful for you. If you want to support me in other ways, you can also shoot me an email. Maybe you know of a beekeeper or organic farmer I should go visit. I am going to be interviewing powerful entrepreneurial women doing free-spirited things for the environment for our podcast. So maybe you have some guest suggestions. Maybe you want to be a guest. Maybe you want to buy something from my Etsy shop, or sign up for coaching or human design reading. Anything you do that way is going to help support this dream. Sharing this podcast with people that you know will support this dream, or going to Mindful Mama Movement podcast and listening to that show as well. There's so many ways that you can help be a supporter and show the love. So I feel it, and I'm grateful for you. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to that. And really what I'm doing, and what I shared with in my last episode on the Mindful Mama Movement podcast, which is my other podcast specifically for moms, we all have to do uncomfortable things to make our dreams come true, really. And, we're all being called to really jump out of our comfort zone. Now, sometimes we just have to step one toe out, right? Sometimes we need to do this very slowly, depending on the season of life we're in. As a holistic life coach and been working with women for a long time, I am seeing this almost like wave I'm talking about that I'm experiencing. I'm seeing so many women feel it too. They're being guided forward. They're being pushed forward. They are ready to jump out of their comfort zone too. And sometimes we just need to do that with some support, right? With the people that lift us up, with the people that help us believe in our own dreams and see our magic even before we can see it. So take those steps, beautiful you, to step out of your comfort zone in the right timing, surrounding yourself with the people who love and support you too. And that's a big reason of why I'm doing this right now. I'm the kind of person that likes to, or has been, doing a lot of things on her own. And there's beauty in that, but there's such magic when women circle and empower and support women. And the more we can circle together and support each other, the stronger we become. That's what I do in the work that I am here to share. And that's why I'm asking for support to make this dream not just a wave, but an an ocean of motivation, an ocean of support, an ocean of women empowering women, because we all need each other. I need you. You need others. We need each other. Okay, so I have started doing a lot of research because I'm painting like crazy. I'm painting my flowers. I'm really obsessed with how can we help the pollinators? How can my artwork of these florals also support the bees and the butterflies? Did you know that monarchs are now on the endangered species list? I mean, that's just so devastating. And there's so many animals and parts of nature and the imbalance of our environment that is calling to us to take action. So this is pretty cool. Scientists have still been, even in recent years, learning how monarch butterflies travel from wherever they are to Mexico, how they do this migration path each year. And did you know that monarchs have genetically encoded compasses that help them determine two things: the time of day and the sun's position on the horizon? Monarchs use their eyes to detect polarized light, which helps them determine the position of the sun even on cloudy days. They also have a circadian clock that helps them keep track of time and navigate based on the sun's position. Monarch butterflies are endangered now due to the effects, one of the reasons they're thinking anyways, is the effects of artificial light. Artificial lights can confuse the monarchs, disrupt their internal navigation system, causing them to become disoriented and misdirected. This leads them to expend precious energy and lose their way. And I can't help but see the connection with how even artificial light, if you think about our cell phones and how we're constantly looking outside of ourselves, like, can you imagine having to drive somewhere without your GPS on your phone? Like, we would be so lost. Looking outside of ourselves and all this artificial light and all of this noise, and I'm not saying that it's not good. I mean, believe me, I love my cell phone, I love technology. But the imbalance of us constantly looking outside of ourselves, we start to feel very disoriented and misdirected and lost. We lose that connection with our inner GPS. We, like the monarch butterflies, have an internal GPS. That is your intuition. That is your inner guide. That is your connection to source. And it is here to help us navigate our way in the world. Also, like the monarchs, we lose our way when we live in a culture that constantly disrupts our internal navigation system. We end up looking outside of ourselves for the answers, and we end up comparing ourselves. We end up feeling despair. We end up feeling bad for aging. We think we don't ever have enough, and on and on and on. The messages that we are constantly bombarded with, right, in life. We end up feeling disoriented. We end up feeling confused. We end up feeling directionless. What are our dreams? Where do we want to go? What is my life purpose? What am I here to do? Do you ever feel this way? When we feel disoriented, lost, and disconnected from our inner GPS, we end up spending so much time wasting our precious life force energy, staying stuck in relationships we've outgrown, spending years doubting ourselves, living a life we think we should, rather than letting our inner knowing and inner wisdom guide the way. Whew, man. We have a lot to learn from the monarch butterfly. We have a lot to learn from the imbalances that we're seeing in nature. Nature is our gift. Nature is our teacher. Your true nature is a gift. Your true nature and living connected to your inner GPS is your teacher. You know, when I first discovered and started sharing human design, most of the people I talked with had never heard of it. Now I am seeing so many more people at least having heard of it or getting some clarity about it, maybe not fully understanding it, but maybe they know their energy type. And that is so exciting for me to see. Do you know what yours is? Did you know that your learning style, the lessons you're here to learn, your life's direction and purpose, and how to access, connect with your intuition, and find the courage to let it guide you in life, it's all in your unique human design energy blueprint? Knowing your energy type and fully understanding your human design chart is such a powerful way to access your intuition, because discovering how to listen to your intuition and let it guide you in your decision making is just one of the ways that you can remember your purpose. It literally guides the direction you're going. So when they question, how do monarchs know where to go? And how do they always end up in Mexico? I mean, it's really, really fascinating. In fact, I will leave a couple of documentaries links in the show notes so that you can watch this beautiful, amazing system that these monarchs have. We have it too. Why do we forget that? Why do we let our culture pull us so off center, so away from who we know we are deep down inside? Of course we want to belong, right? Of course we want to be part of the tribe. Of course we want to feel like we are loved. But you have this one beautiful life. And I guess the question that we have to continually ask ourselves is, do we want to flit and fly and flutter directionless, living someone else's dream for ourselves? Or do we want to connect to that inner compass, that inner GPS, that inner knowing, so that we know the path that we're going on, so that we can see the vision for our future, so that we, like the monarchs, don't end up in Mississippi when we're supposed to get to Mexico. There's nothing wrong with Mississippi. So please, if you're from there, I'm not saying there's anything wrong there. I'm simply saying that may not be where you're supposed to end up. So if you want to learn what your human design chart is, you can go to mybodygraph.com and you can actually enter your birth information there. It's free. You can look up what your energy type is and just start to dabble in human design. If you go to some of my past episodes, either here or on the Mindful Mama Movement podcast, I'll share these links in the show notes for you. I talk a lot about human design, how to use it in your family dynamic, how it's powerful with the people you work with. I'm telling you, it is just, out of all the years of my 20 years of healing modalities, I still find it the most enlightening, because it is the map, if you will, of your life. It shows you how you connect with people. It shows you why you don't connect with certain people. It shows you how you've been conditioned to be pulled away from your true self. It shows you how to return to your authentic truth. It shows you what your strengths are. It shows you what you're here to learn and teach and grow from in this lifetime. It shows your life's theme. It shows how you learn and experience from life. It shows the energy that you're here to broadcast and put out into the world. And it shows how you take in and receive information. It's the most beautiful gift we can give ourselves: clarity on our inner compass. We want our butterflies to have clarity so that they end up in Mexico and so that they continue to pollinate our food. 1 out of 3 bites of our food is because of a pollinator. Our bees are hurting. Our butterflies are hurting. Our environment needs us. And we need people who are awakened and who are connected to their authenticity, who are brave, who are stepping out of their comfort zone, and who are showing up in life as their authentic selves. This is the time. This is the time. This is where the wave, that ocean wave of energy, is pushing you towards. So let's do it together. Let's do it together. Return to your true nature. Follow your inner GPS. Find the courage and the support to get there. Because you know deep down inside, and here's why I love all of this. When you learn about your human design chart, it affirms what you've always known about yourself. It just is like, oh, yes, it gives you that plug-in, if you will, that spark, that power to say, yes, I see it now. I see where I've been wasting and spinning my wheels. I see where I've been flying to Mississippi when I really need to be flying to Mexico. I see how I've doubted myself when really I can't even see how beautiful my wings are. It affirms what you've always known deep down inside, that you're here for a reason, that you are whole and complete and beautiful just as you are, that you have unique gifts to share with the world. In addition to deepening your self-awareness, helping you make more aligned decisions, enjoying better communication with your family, your friends, your coworkers, and feeling more healthier, more happier, and more energized, human design reveals your unique gifts and it helps you course correct so that you can live your life's true path and purpose. I want to help the butterflies course correct. I want to help our environment course correct. And I really feel the pathway to do that is to help all of us return to our true nature, because when we're connected to that, we can really see what's out of balance. We can really see how to help, and we can really share our true gifts with the world. I think the world right now is continuing to change, and we're being faced with a lot of challenges in our future. We have two choices. We can let the monarchs and ourselves and so many of our Earth's precious gifts stay lost, depleted, directionless, or we can wake up. We can course correct. We can remember our true nature once and for all and live an empowered, a brave, an authentic life, the one we're here to live. Thank you for listening. Thank you for allowing me to share in this way. If you're ready to discover your design and reconnect to your inner GPS, you can learn more about human design. Start researching. Look up your chart for free. And if you're ready, you're like, you know what? I want to know everything there is to know about my chart. I offer deep dive readings. I offer integrated human design with life coaching. If you're going through a change in your business, if you're really starting to face a great fear and you know it's the right path, but you want a little support. If you just want to know absolutely everything there is to know about your human design and learn some very intuitive, practical tips on what you can start doing right now today to make those changes in your life, check out my website, afreespiritlife.com. Look at my human design readings and coaching, or just shoot me an email, shannon@afreespiritlife.com. I am so happy to hear from you. I'm always grateful to hear from my community, to answer your questions, and, just know that I'm here. No matter what you decide to do, I am cheering you on. I am so excited to see where your wings, where your gifts, where your inner magic is going to take you next. So be well, keep taking good care of yourself. You truly are here to fly freely, just like our monarchs. Let's do this. I will see you in my next episode. And if you love this podcast, please share it with your friends. Go to iTunes, leave me a review. It just helps me connect with other free spirits who are ready to awaken with us. Thanks so much, and I will see you next time.